Hi there, my name is Thomas and I'm the co-founder of Yes Founders Foundation, a nonprofit based in Berlin, Germany, that is dedicated to activating young people as change makers and future leaders. And I'm very excited to share this amazing opportunity with you about how you can make a real difference in young people's lives through the power of youth-led change making. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Welcome and thank you for taking the time to learn more about the Yes Challenge. So, first of all, what is the Yes Challenge? The Yes Challenge is a program where we provide young people with a few dollars to start a project, build an income, and learn that they can change their own world. And how we do that is that we organize Yes Challenges around the globe, for example, in countries such as Zimbabwe and Kenya. And then within as little as a week, young people come up with ideas and use the small investment that we give them to launch a project and make a profit. And the projects that emerge with a profit, they return the trust-based investment we gave them to us so that we can hand it out to the next generation of young change makers. Then usually participants emerge empowered and with a new skill set. They engage with their community, develop self-confidence, and create opportunities for themselves and others. So how does this work? Our facilitators go to schools or to universities or churches and give a presentation of this opportunity to participate in the Yes Challenge. And then if young people are interested, they can sign up as a team of 3 to 5 young people. And when they do sign up, we give them a small trust-based investment. And the deal behind a trust-based investment is that should they incur a loss, they don't have to pay that money back. And should the team make a profit, generate a profit during the Yes Challenge, then they return this trust-based investment back to us at the end of the challenge so that we can invest in more young people. And a trust-based investment is usually ranging between $10 to $25 in the level 1 Yes Challenge. And then the young people are invited to start a project over the course of 7 to 14 days. Sometimes it's also 21 days for their first challenge. And each team develops and implements a project idea, acquires the first paying customers, and generates revenue and profit. At the end of the Yes Challenge and this predefined time period, the teams share their results. So they get to showcase the projects that they did, they get certificates, and there's just a celebration of having tried out to become a change maker. Also, if they made a profit, then they pay back the trust-based investment, and if they reached a certain benchmark, then we invite them to a level 2 Yes Challenge where they get even more trust-based investment and a longer time period to implement their next idea. And if they didn't reach that benchmark, but really gave it an honest try, then they are invited to try again. So how is the Yes Challenge and our approach different from many other existing programs? 1, it is youth-led and puts the responsibility in hands of the youth. Number 2, there is no need to pitch an idea to anyone. The focus is on doing. So contrary to many pitch competitions where young people present their ideas and then there's a jury that says, yes, this idea is good, yet no, this idea is bad. With the Yes Challenge, young people come up with their idea and are allowed to just try it out. Number 3, the program is focused on practical learning versus more theory, and it's focused on helping young people to develop or rewrite a positive belief system. There are no seminars and long trainings to prepare them for this Yes Challenge. It's really focused on this practical learning of just going out and doing it. Number 4, young people shift from consumers to creators and get instant access to risk-free funding. I had already mentioned the trust-based investment, and that is a small amount of money that we give them, trusting that they have the ability to become change makers, to launch their own project, and we carry the risk, meaning that should they lose the money and they really gave it a good try, then they don't have to pay us back a single cent. Should they, however, make a profit, then we ask them to return the funds that we have given them initially so that we can redeploy that funding and create even more impact for more young people. Number 5, it is a low-cost, highly transparent program with almost immediate impact. What we love about the Yes Project is that it's so low cost. Let's say, for example, we give $25 to a team of 3 young people, then we only invest $10 or less than $10 into each young person, and we give them a potentially life-changing experience that they can use for the rest of their lives. It's also highly transparent because after each Yes Challenge, we publish the results on the website. We get the program details, the results from the facilitators, and we can directly relate that back to the contributions that donors have made to this program. And it has almost immediate impact just because the timeline for that first Yes Challenge that young people participate in is so short. So a Yes Challenge could run for 1 week, let's say, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And after 3 weeks, there's a reflection period where young people can already integrate what they have learned from speaking with people in their community, coming up with an idea, creating sales, and all the things that they have learned. Next point, it is focused on an all-around development of young people through engagement rather than focusing on academics and training. Next, the Yes Challenge follows a bottom-up approach where every young person can join and participate. It follows an inclusive model, meaning that we really invite every young person in a group that we address to join the Yes Challenge. It's not that we select only the quote-unquote best students by their academic records. We believe every young person has the potential and the capability to become a change maker and to practice their change making skills. And then, if they perform well, we invite them to a level 2 Yes Challenge and even a level 3 Yes Challenge. And if they don't perform that well in comparison in the first Yes Challenge, then we just invite them to try again. And last but not least, it has an enterprise orientation. What is the goal of the Yes Challenge? Here, just a few of the terms and buzzwords that came up for us when we thought about the goal of Yes Challenge for young people. It's designed to help young people develop their sense of self-efficacy, develop resilience, develop a positive sense of self, have a sense of usefulness, help them engage with their community or with their communities, for them to feel a sense of purpose, to experience themselves as problem solvers, to strengthen their belief in themselves, to become more self-determined, and to foster a sense of ownership when it comes to designing their own future. It's designed to stimulate creativity, and it has the aim for young people to experience themselves as capable. Now, what are the ways forward if you want to contribute to the Yes Challenge? There are 2 ways that you can contribute to a Yes Challenge: as a Yes Challenge sponsor and or as a Yes Challenge builder. Next, I want to show you what that could look like and the impact your contribution could make. So on the left, with a contribution of $10 a month, you would be gifting a first change-making experience to 1 young person. And of course that is on average, because sometimes it costs even less to gift such an experience. With $50 a month, you would be gifting a first change-making experience to 6+ young people. With $150 per month, you would be funding a Yes Challenge with 6 teams and between 18 and 30 young people. With $300 a month, you would be funding a Yes Challenge with 12 teams and between 36 and 60 young people in their first change-making experience. And with $600 per month, you would be funding a Yes Challenge with up to 24 teams and between 72 and 120 young people. Meaning that with $600 a month, you could be changing the lives of 120 young people and you would directly see the results. Now let's move to the right, the Yes Challenge builders. The Yes Challenge builders are people that support the Yes Founders Foundation and this Yes project with the administrative needs and help us finance this program on the ground. So with $10 per month, you, for example, cover the internet bundle for one of our local facilitators in Zimbabwe. With $50 per month, you are funding most of our admin expenses in Zimbabwe, including internet bundles, transport, etc. With $150 per month, you could be funding the part-time position of a Yes facilitator in Zimbabwe, and that facilitator in turn could offer the Yes Challenge experience to dozens of young people every month. With $300 per month, you're funding the full-time position of a Yes facilitator in Zimbabwe, and with $600 per month, you're funding the full-time position of 2 Yes facilitators in Zimbabwe and allowing us to reach anywhere between 24 to 120 young people every month. Now let's have a look what that would mean in terms of impact. Maybe you are familiar with the quote, "If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime." In the case of the Yes Challenge, instead of being handed donations, young people learn to fish, become change makers, and practice the art of adding value. Young people learn to activate the most important resource at their disposal, their own creative mind. Young people become role models for more young people to add value for themselves as well as for their community through change making. And last but not least, every dollar we invest in youth-led change making through a Yes Challenge can on average be spent at least twice. And since these examples might be a bit abstract, let me give you some real-world cases. So here are some impact examples. Fiona Mushonga and her team received $50 in 2 tranches and generated $530 in 6 weeks selling vegetables. They paid back the trust-based investment in full. Kutsai Kaputa and her team received $50 in 2 tranches and generated $1,072 in 6 weeks selling cosmetics. They also paid back the trust-based investment in full. Titos Mokoni and his team received $50 in 2 tranches and generated $301 in 6 weeks selling airtime. His team also paid back the trust-based investment in full. Alright, those were mostly numbers, but let me give you some more impact examples. On the right you see the feedback of one of the facilitators in Zimbabwe. The competition is also helping young girls and women to be able to purchase sanitary ware and also being empowered due to own income and self-reliance. The competition is also acting as an eye-opener to the participants as they could not believe that they can do much with a small amount of money. So this is from Pride, one of the Yes Challenge facilitators in Zimbabwe. And then on the left, let me play for you the feedback and testimonial of one of the earliest participants in a Yes Challenge.
I would like to thank you guys for what you're doing in our country. See, I would like to thank the Yes Project. It is really changing our lives. As an individual, I can say it has really changed my life from worst to better, okay? You see, when I got the money, I thought it was wise to sell something that can attract people so easily, and that is of a small money. Sorry, my English. So you see, I started to buy eggs, then I boil them, then I sell them in my street in my way to school. You know, I used to wander around having nothing to do, but since you guys have started this competition, I can say I have something better to do with my life. So after all, I can say I have managed to change some of my siblings, some of my I can say those who make me their role models, some of the people who are in my streets that I see they need something, they need help. So if I can count 3-4 people that I've helped. Some I helped them with clothes, some I've helped them with a small amount of money to start their projects, but I do a checkup every day to see what they're doing. To me, it is a very big thing, this year's project, and I just want to thank you guys. Bye!
So this participant, she actually received $10 as a trust-based investment, and she was able to generate $60. To us, the real impact is that she changed her own mindset and actually paid forward by contributing in her community. So to us, this is a great example of the power of the Yes Challenge and youth-led change making to really change young people's minds. All right, so what is in it for you as a contributor? Number one, with the Yes Challenge, you can be part of the powerful transformation journey of young people. Number two, you can make your investment count in a very direct and transparent way. Number 3, you can support a development process that is not part of the problem but part of the solution. Number 4, you can make a social investment where every dollar you give can be spent more than once. Number 5, you can get featured on our website and social channels as a sponsor or builder, and we can directly link back to you from every challenge that you fund. And number 6, you receive continued updates about the impact you create, and you can join in Q&As with the facilitators. All right, let's talk about you joining the change. Are you excited about this opportunity and want to join the change? Do you want to make your social investment count and be sure that it reaches where intended? Do you want to support something tangible where you can see the direct results of your contribution? If you say yes to one of these 3 points, then please reach out to team@yesfoundersfoundation.org so that we can discuss your support of the Yes Challenge as a sponsor or a builder. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this presentation, and we're looking forward to having you on board.